Welcome back, YouTube. Coming at you from my brand new podcast studio at UltraFlex Rotherham Gym. This studio will be available for anyone to use, and if you want to come and visit and rent the studio, come and speak to me or speak to our staff or drop us an email or a message and we can talk, we can do business. Now, the point of this video, what is the best training split for you? Now, let's start from the beginning. At the early stages of your training career, when you are just starting off, and I really want to peel it back from the very, very start, because a lot of you guys watching this will be at the very beginning of your training journey. So I really want to see you maximize your gains and maximize your time in the gym. Now, if you are in your first year on the gym floor and you are fresh, you've only just started, in my personal opinion, it would be an upper-lower training split. Now, some people have an opinion of a full body workout. However, personally, when I PT'd on the gym floor, believe it or not, I did for many, many years. Whenever I had clients and I started them with full body sessions, they simply could not handle either the volume or handle either the DOMs or the enjoyment for training their entire body in one single workout just was not there. Therefore, the middle ground, which is going to be extremely effective for everyone, is going to be upper-lower split, where on your upper days, you simply train your entire upper body. On your lower days, you train your entire lower body. Now, the frequency of that split could vary person to person. It could be 2 days on, 1 day off. It could be 1 day on, 1 day off, or it could be even 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. Now, the frequency will be dependent on individuals' lifestyles and time constraints. Let's be real here. Everyone has different responsibilities and everyone has life commitments that they need to attend to. Not everyone has the luxury of having infinite time in the gym. So you have to take that in consideration when you are programming for your clients, or you have to take that in consideration when you are trying to look for the most optimal plan for yourself to make progress in the gym, get healthy, get strong, and build some muscle tissue. Now, I will show you some examples of upper sessions and lower sessions at the end of this little sequence of the clip. And you can actually utilize these for yourself to start your own training journey. So first 12 to 24 months on the gym floor, upper-lower training split is going to be the one for you. If you are looking to maximize your time in the gym and maximize your progress in the gym. Now, when you get to a point in your training journey and training age where inevitably over time, you will require a larger amount of work in order to keep making progress, that is where you will potentially need to progress onto a push-pull leg split. Now, a push-pull leg split is going to be somewhat of more of an advanced split. It's not a beginner split. It is not a training split that you would program for someone that has just been training 12 to even 24 months. That is for someone that has already built a solid foundation in musculature, strength, and size, and they are ready to take it to that next level. So, examples of upper lower are going to pop on the screen for you to use for yourself. Now, once you cross the path of being a beginner, and now you have become more of an advanced trainee, and you are well established on the gym floor, well experienced, and you've already built a solid foundation of muscle tissue, this is where you would progress onto a push-pull leg split. Now, let me break this down a little bit easier for you. Push, it simply means you are training chest, shoulders, and tricep in one single session. Now, why is it so effective to train chest, shoulders, and tricep in one single session? whenever you are trying to train your chest, inevitably you will train a little bit of your shoulder and a little bit of tricep within that session. So it only makes sense to pair up these body parts together in one single session to get the most amount of work done with the least amount of volume, because each exercise will complement one another, and each body part you are training will complement the other in that training sequence. The same applies for pull, where you train back, rear delts and bicep. In your back training, it's impossible for you not to utilize a little bit of your rear delt and traps in your lat movements and upper back movements. Therefore, it only makes sense to train your rear delts on that day when you are already training them indirectly as part of your back day work. The same applies for bicep. Believe it or not, it's completely impossible to completely isolate your back without a degree of bicep work being involved. However, the main body part that is going to be working is obviously going to be your back. However, it's impossible to take your bicep completely out of the equation. You have to pull, you have to row, you have to pull down. Your bicep connects to your arm. You cannot completely isolate it. Now, finish it off with legs. It makes sense to train your legs on more of a frequent basis and even have your leg days split onto more of a hamstring dominant leg day and then more of a quad dominant leg day. Now, this would simply mean that you are training your upper body in a sequence where you are training all your push muscles in one sessions. So push muscles being the muscles that allow you to push and press. Pull muscles that allow you to pull. Back, rear delts, bicep. And the leg day, self-explanatory, you know what leg day is. So push-pull legs is a split that I personally follow because I am not yet at a level where I would need a certain body part to come up more than the other. At the moment, I still need more size everywhere. And this will lead me on to the bro split and why you watching this more than likely do not need a bro split. But first, let me show you some examples of push-pull legs. Last but not least, the bro split, the most popular split of all time. And the reason why you do not need a bro split is because 99% of people watching this, and I'm going to be brutally honest, you simply need more muscle. You are simply not big enough. Now, if you are not big enough, you do not need the degree of specificity that a bro split brings. Now, if you're watching this and you are Jay Cutler in his prime, you probably will do extremely well with a bro split because you are 265 pounds completely shredded on stage. If you are not, then you probably don't need a bro split. This is why a variation of a push-pull legs is going to come in tremendously well. And one thing I want you to understand is push-pull legs split can actually be modified in many, many ways. And this is where you could literally do push, pull, rest, arms, legs if you need more arms. Push, pull, rest, chest, arms, or push, pull, upper, legs, arms. The options you have of variations of push, pull legs are infinite that will allow you to give more specificity to your own programming or your clients without pulling away from needing size everywhere. Now, if you ever reach that level of musculature where you don't really need much more size everywhere and your name is Nick Walker, then this is where a variation of a bro split would come in place. And this is where you could potentially bring extra training volume, extra frequency to certain body parts that simply need to come up. And this is where I think the most appropriate split would be something like 2 days on, 1 day off. The old Dorian split where it would be chest, tricep, back, bicep. Then it would be shoulders and arms and then legs. Now, Is this still a very effective split? Yes, it absolutely is. If you do not enjoy upper and lower, and you don't enjoy push-pull legs, is this a split they can still do? Yes, absolutely. There's no rules for this. So before I end this video, I want to give you a little bit of a wrap-up that is going to be the most important message that you need to hear. I am covering what is going to benefit you the most if you have no biases or preferences towards what your training split is or how you want to train. Please understand that. This is so important. The main, most important goal for anyone watching this is consistency and enjoyment. Now, in order to breed consistency, you need enjoyment, and then you need progress. If you do not see progress on the gym floor, you will not enjoy it. You will not be consistent. If you are doing something you don't like, you will not be consistent. You will not see progress. You need to really meet somewhere down the middle where you are getting enjoyment, you are consistent, and you are making progress. Now, if this means that an athlete of yours or you need a variation of a bro split to do that, a good coach, someone like myself, which is, I'm all right, I'm okay at what I do, I've done it long enough, I think, they will be able to design a split that is going to suit you as an individual, that will lead to progress, enjoyment, and consistency, because that is the most important variable of them all. So make sure that you pick the right split for you that is going to give you the most progress, the most fulfillment and enjoyment out of your time in the gym, because ultimately, the most important thing I always want you to consider, I want you to come in that gym now and I want you to have an amazing time, and I want you to leave the gym fulfilled, happy, and fucking jacked. So make sure that you are coming to the gym and you are driven. You are doing the lifts that lit a massive fire under your hood to put the work in, because I can promise you there is some lifts and exercises in my programming that are not the most optimal. However, these exercises and these lifts light me up and drive me to perform. You need a mixture of that, because if you just put yourself in a position where everything's so optimal and you don't really like it, guess what? You don't need to do it. There's no rules to this. On this bombshell, guys, I'm going to leave you here and let you come to your own conclusions as to what you need to grow, what you need to develop, and what training split is going to be best for you. And please comment below what you think after watching this video is the best training split for you. And let me know if you've actually found this video useful, or if you enjoyed it. If you haven't, comment anyway. Support me, support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Peace out for now.